And I want you to a celebration.
Celebrate good times, come on.
Celebrate. It's a celebration.
Celebrate good times, come on.
Let's celebrate. It's a celebration.
Celebrate good times, come on.
Let's celebrate. There's a party going on right here. A celebration lasting out the year. So bring your good times.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Pilates. I hope you had a fabulous weekend. When we're ready, we can begin our practice at the back of our mats. We're just going to begin with our feet stacked underneath our hips. We're going to take a moment, just build that alignment up in our bodies. We can roll forward onto our toes before falling back onto our heels a couple times.
And have a good time. It's time.
Let's get one more here. On our last one, we're going to plant our big toes into the mat. Plant those little toes into the mat. Each of the sides of our heels. Setting ourselves to the ground in this room for the next 45 minutes. When we're ready, let's take a slight bend in the knees. We're going to squeeze through our glutes and pull our belly buttons back towards our spine. We can set those shoulders back and away from our ears. This is our alignment that's going to guide us through practice today. When we're ready, on our next exhale, we can send those glutes to the back of the room, bend at the hips, hands travel down the shins, fingertips moving away from our center. Next inhale, we can work those hands in towards the shins, coming up to about halfway up our thighs. Back stays nice and flat at that top point. Exhale, hinging at the hip, belly buttons coming down to the thighs. Stretching those fingertips away from our center once again. We're going to get a couple more of these. Inhaling through the nose as we come up. Exhaling through the mouth as we go on down. We're just waking up our posterior chain here. We're waking those glutes up, waking our back up. And let's get one more here.
Let's all celebrate and have a good time.
Next exhale coming down. And on our inhale, we're going to find a circle sweep, sending those fingertips up towards the sky. Next exhale, once again, hinging at the hip, belly buttons coming down the thighs. Hands can come down to the mat. We're going to make a little tent with our fingers. From here, we can lift through that right heel, taking a big bend in the knee. Drop that heel down. We can lift our opposite side. Just alternating between those legs, finding a stretch that feels good for us today. If it's not feeling great to have those hands all the way down the mat, we can work them on up to our thighs and continue to march out from here. Just tune into our body. Where are we needing that stretch today?
It's a celebration.
We're going to stay here for another 10. Now when we're ready, we can inhale, find a circle sweep together, sending those fingertips up towards the sky. Next exhale, hinging at the hip, belly buttons coming back down to thighs. Hands are coming down to find the mat. This time, let's walk those hands on over to the right-hand side of the mat, fingertips pointing away from our center. Just finding a gentle stretch in that lower back. When we're ready, we can come on back to center, just walking those hands together. Pausing in center for just a moment. When we're ready, let's walk those hands on over to the left-hand side of the mat this time. Pointing those fingertips away from our body. Stretching through our lower back. When we're ready, we can walk those hands back to center together. Let our hands find our elbows. We can just find that little hammock. Hanging our torso down towards the mat, finding a really gentle stretch in our lower back here. We can start a little swivel in our hips, moving side to side. If it feels a little bit better, we can rest our chest down on our thighs and continue to find our dead hang here. Let those swivels get just a little bit bigger. Taking a moment here, feeling the stretch of those hamstrings. We're here for 5. When we're ready, next inhale, circle sweep, send those fingertips up towards the sky. Next, exhale, hinging at the hip, belly button's coming back down to thighs. This time, let's walk those hands out towards the tippy top of the mat. We're gonna find our plank position here. Hands stacked underneath our shoulders. Knees can be down for this one if you'd like to, or we can stay in that full plank position. From here, let's pull those elbows in towards our ribs. We're defying gravity all the way down, pressing ourselves away from the mat as slowly as possible. Once we're all the way down on the mat, we can press up into our tabletop position. Hands can stack underneath shoulders, knees can stack underneath hips. We'll tuck through the toes here, lift through the knees, and send those hips up into the air, finding our downward dog. We can take a moment here, just walk our downward dog out, pedaling those knees in towards our chest. We're not dropping our heels all the way down to the mat quite yet. We're just finding a gentle stretch here. When we're ready on our next inhale, let's lift through that left leg, sending those toes up to the sky. To open up those hips just a little more, let's take a bend in that leg, sending that heel over our glute. We're just opening those heels up to the sky. Next inhale, we can lengthen through that leg once again. Exhale, draw that knee in towards our chest, send that foot to be framed by our hands. When we're ready, inhale, open same arm towards same inner thigh, sending those fingertips up towards the sky. Next exhale, we're lowering those fingertips down towards the mat. And inhaling, sending them right back up towards the sky. Next exhale, let's plant those hands to the side of our foot. We're going to take a moment here just rocking back and forth, getting a little deeper into the stretch. We're going to stay here for 5. Then we'll return to stillness together. When we're ready, let's return to stillness. We can hop or step that back foot forward to meet our friend at the top of the mat. We're going to find our halfway fold first. Inhaling, sending the chest to the front of the room. Back stays nice and flat at that top point. Exhaling, coming right back down. Next inhale, we can circle sweep, send those fingertips up towards the sky. Next exhale, hinging at the hip, belly button's coming back down to thighs. Let's step both legs back, finding that plank position once again. Hands stacked underneath the shoulders. We're going to defy gravity, pushing ourselves away from the mat, elbows coming in towards the ribs. As slowly as possible, we're fighting gravity on the way down. Once we're all the way down here, we're pressing up into our tabletop position. Hands stacked underneath shoulders, knees stacked underneath hips. We'll tuck through our toes, lift through the knees, and send those hips up into the air once again, finding that downward dog. We can take a moment here, resetting our feet, walking out that downward dog, just bending those knees in towards our chest. Walking our downward dog out. We keep our line of vision down, pointing at our knees. Let's stay here for 5. We'll return to stillness together. Then we're going to lift through that right foot this time, sending those toes up to the sky. Finding that 3-legged dog here. We can drop our heel over our glutes to open up those hips just a little bit more. Next inhale, let's lengthen through that leg once again. Exhale, we're drawing that knee in towards our chest, sending that foot to be framed by our hands. We'll inhale, send those fingertips up towards the sky, opening that hand up towards that same inner thigh. Next exhale, we'll drop those fingertips on down. Inhale, send them right back up to the sky. Next exhale, we can plant that hand down to the side of our foot. We'll take a moment here just rocking back and forth in this stretch. Getting just a little bit deeper here. And we're here for 5. When we're ready, we can prepare ourselves coming back to stillness. Hop or step that back foot forward to meet our front. We're going to find that halfway fold first. Inhaling halfway up. Sending that chest to the front of the room. Exhaling, hands come back down to the sides of our feet. Next inhale, circle sweep, send those fingertips up towards the sky. Exhale, we're hinging at the hip, belly button's coming back down to thighs. When we're ready, we can step both legs back, finding that plank position once again. We'll send those hips up into the air, piking those hips. When we're ready, we'll lift through that left leg, sending it forward to meet our hands. Just sending that foot forward here. When we're ready, next inhale, let's send those fingertips up towards the sky. Exhale, we'll drop that back knee down towards the mat. Inhaling to lift. Exhaling to lower ourselves down. As we're doing this, we're keeping that back heel lifted. Challenging our balance, waking those legs up. Channeling our energy up towards the sky. We're here for 3 more. And last one. When we come down on this last one, we're going to stay here and we're just pulsing. We're just finding this deep stretch here. For 3, 2, and 1. Come on up. Send those feet to the front of the mat. Beautiful work. When we're ready, we can exhale. Bring those hands down to the sides of our feet. We'll step both legs back once again, finding that plank position. Hiking those hips up into the air. When we're ready, we can draw that opposite foot forward to be framed by our hands. And next inhale, we're sending those fingertips up towards the sky. Exhaling, dropping that back knee down towards the mat. Inhaling to lift ourselves up towards the sky. We're just finding that control in this movement. Exhaling audibly through the mouth as we come down. Inhaling through the nose as we send ourselves up. And we've got 3 more here. And last one, come on down. We're pulsing here. We're lowering that back knee down to the mat as low as possible. For 3, 2, and 1. Come on up. Woo, beautiful work. All right, great job. When we're ready, we can grab some water, and then we're headed down to the mat for our glute series of the day. All right, we're gonna hit some glutes today. So we're gonna find a position here, pressing those seat bones into the mat. We can bring our hands gently to the bases of our knees. We can want to keep our yoga block handy here so we can just kind of grab it in this position. We're going to lower ourselves down gently towards the mat. Taking a moment here, let's orient ourselves on the mat. We're going to press our lower back into the mat, like slightly tilting that pelvis back. We're going to press those shoulders into the mat. And we're going to bring those feet about palm distance away from our booties. From here, we can send our hands, palms facing down to the sides of our body. This is just going to give us some added stability here. We're going to begin this movement by exhaling, peeling our back up off the mat, sending those hips to the sky, squeezing those glutes at the top, inhaling to melt our back down towards the mat. Exhaling, sending those hips up towards the sky with squeezing through the glutes. Inhaling to melt our back down, 1 vertebrae at a time. Exhaling to send it up. Inhaling as we lower. We've got 4 more just like this. We're just building this movement up. I really want you to think about melting back through our spine and peeling it up off the mat, 1 vertebrae at a time. Check in with our core, make sure we're pulling that belly button back in towards our spine. We've got 2 more, then we're adding on. And last one. Great work. When we're ready, we can grab that yoga block. We're going to bring it and long ways set it in between our thighs, pressing in on that yoga block between our knees. When we're ready, we can find a couple more of these glute bridges by exhaling, sending those hips into the air, adding a little bit of that squeeze in our glutes from holding onto that yoga block. Check in with our core. Make sure we're squeezing those glutes at the top. That's what's going to give us the most out of this. And we've got 5 more just like this. Make sure we're still slowing this down to the pace of our breath. Exhaling to send those hips up into the sky. Inhaling as we're lowering back down. We've got 3 more here. And last 2. On our last one, I want you to keep those hips floating. Send them up towards the sky. Squeeze through those glutes. We're going to lift through our left heel and lower back down from here. Keeping that heel lifted, we're going to find a little bit of a difference in the activation we're getting here by changing the support in our feet. Checking with ourselves here. Make sure we're squeezing those glutes at the top, finding that little pause. And we've got 3 more just like this. And last 2. Last one, then we're gonna switch sides. We're gonna lift our opposite heel. Great work, let's switch sides. Just alternating here. See if we feel a little bit of a difference in our activation now. Exhaling, sending those hips up towards the sky, squeezing at the top. At that bottom point, we should still pause at the bottom to feel that lower back pressing into the mat. We've got 3 more, we're almost there. And last one. When we're ready, let's lift both heels up into the air and continue from here. Exhaling, pausing at the top, squeezing those glutes. Inhaling as we're lowering. Squeezing in on that yoga block for a little bit more. We've got 4 more just like this. We've got this, we're almost there. On that last one, I want you to keep those hips floating. Keep those heels lifted. And here we're pausing at the top, squeezing in on that yoga block, pulsing here. Just squeezing and unsqueezing those glutes, keeping those heels lifted if we can. You're doing amazing, we're so close. We're here for 10. And 3, 2, and 1. Keep those glutes floating if we can. From here, I want you to alternate. We can drop down both of those heels. We're gonna alternate lifting those legs up into tabletop. So shining one of those toes up towards the sky and dropping back down. Keeping that yoga block squeezed between our legs. We're just gonna alternate lifting those legs up. Keeping those hips floating if we can. Challenging our balance. You're doing amazing. We've got 3 more right here. On that last one, I want you to keep those hips floating. We're gonna send that left leg up into tabletop and keep it here for a pulse. And last one, let's lift that leg up into tabletop position. We're pulsing here for 10. We've got this. And 3, 2, and 1. Lower on down. Woo, beautiful work. You can shake those legs out. All right. When we're ready, we're gonna exhale, bring both of those feet up into table or high heel position. Exhale, send those hips up to the sky. Inhale to lower back down. We're starting here. We're gonna build back up, give our opposite side some love. We're almost there. Keep squeezing in on those yoga blocks. We've got 4 more. And 2 more, we're almost there. Last one, I want you to keep those glutes lifted. We're pausing here, pulsing up, squeezing and unsqueezing those glutes. Keep those feet in high heel position. You're doing amazing. We're here for 10. And 3, 2, keep those glutes lifted. From here, we're gonna alternate, lifting those legs up into tabletop, lowering down from here. Keep those glutes lifted, keep pulling those belly buttons back and towards our spine. We've got this for 3 more on each side. We're almost there. Last one, we're going to lift those right legs into tabletop and we're pausing to pulse there. You're doing amazing, we're so close. This is challenging our core strength, challenging that balance. And last one, let's lift that leg into tabletop. We're pausing to pulse here. We have this, we're almost there. We're 10. And 3, 2, and 1. Woo! Lower on down. Beautiful work. Amazing. All right. We can grab some water. And when we're ready, we're going to move into our core track. So we lose that low yoga block for now. We can bring both of our hands gently behind our head. From here, we can lift those legs up into tabletop position. We're going to point those toes away from our body. From here, we can inhale, extend those toes above our nose. Next, exhale, let's open those legs out to the side of the room. Inhaling to pull them back together. You can pull those heads and shoulders up off the mat if you want a little bit more here. And we've got 4 more just like this. And last 2. And last one, we're gonna find our helicopters here. So we're gonna alternate bringing that left leg above our right and that right leg above our left. Finding big circles in between. Just really slowing down this movement to control it. We've got 4 more just like this. You can let those little helicopters get bigger as we go. And last 2. Last one, bring those legs back up to center. From here, we're going to find our leg circles. So we're going to move those circles along the edge of a coin, starting small, letting them get a little bit larger as we go. We're controlling through that lower core here. We've got this. Let's let those coins get a little bit bigger. We've got 3 more. And last one. Coming back up to center here. We're going gonna pause for just a moment. Keep those legs lifted. Next, exhale. Let's point those toes, lower those legs down towards the mat. Next, exhale. Flex those feet, send them up towards the sky. Inhale, point through the toes, lower those legs down. Exhale, flattening those feet out, send them up towards the sky. You're doing amazing. And we got 3 more. And last one. Great work. Let's bring those legs back into tabletop here. Taking a moment to lift those heads and shoulders up off the mat. Send those fingertips to the sides of our bodies. We're going to find our Pilates hundreds here. So starting here, we're going to inhale for 4, exhale for 4. I'll count us off and inhale as we paddle those hands down towards the mat. Exhale for 4, 2, 1. Inhale, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, 3, 2, and 1. Exhale, 3, 2, and 1. Let's lift that left leg into a straightened position, pointing through those toes. Inhale, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, 3, 2, and 1. Switch legs. Inhale, 3, 2, and 1. Exhale, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, 3, 2, and 1. Send both legs out. Exhale, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, 3, 2, and 1. Exhale, 3, 2, and 1. And we're done. Woo! Beautiful job. I know those Pilates hundreds are always killers. When we're ready, we can bring those hands to the nooks of our knees. We're going to rock and roll on up. Woo, beautiful work. Take a little moment here. We can take ourselves, give ourselves a little rest there after doing so much core work. Beautiful work. Awesome. All right, when we're ready, we can come on up to standing. We're going to get a little bit of leg work in today. And come up to the front of their mats here. And when we're ready, we can begin by exhaling. We're stepping that left leg back, finding our reverse lunge, and pulling that foot back up to the front. We're just starting here. And bring those hands to our hips. As we're doing this, the more that we're leaning our chest over our thighs, the more of our glutes we're gonna hit. If we keep that chest kind of parallel to our hips here, we're gonna be hitting more of those quads. So it's up to you what you wanna emphasize a little bit more today. We've got 3 more just like this, and we're gonna change things up. And last 2. On our last one, we're going to step back into our B stance. So we're just tapping that leg back behind us, keeping that front knee bent. Keep those glutes working. Just toe tapping out to the front here. We've got 3 more just like this. And last one. When we're ready, we're dropping back into our backwards lunge, or reverse lunge. When we're ready, we're going to inhale, send those fingertips up towards the sky. Exhale, tapping our fingertips below that knee. Great work. Keep that back heel lifted if we can. We've got 5 more just like this. You're doing amazing. And last 3. And 1. Come on down. We're pulsing here, just dropping that low back knee down towards the mat. We can shine our chest over our thighs if we want to hit more glutes. Holding that chest parallel if we want to hit more quads. We're here for 10. We're almost there. Feeling those quads turn on. We've got this. And 3, 2, and 1. Come on now. Whew, beautiful work. Awesome. We can shake off those legs. Give ourselves a second here. And we're coming back to the top of the mat. And we're going to give our opposite side some love. So starting with those reverse lunges, stepping that leg back. Dropping those knees into that 90 degrees position. Just toe tapping up to the front. We've got 5 more just like this. And last 3. On our last one, we're coming back to that modified V stand. And last one, we're stepping that leg back, keeping that front knee bent, keeping those glutes working. Checking with our core, make sure we're pulling that belly button back and towards our spine. You're doing amazing. We're here for 5 more. And last 3. And last one, let's turn this into that reverse lunge. We're sending those fingertips up towards the sky, tapping those fingertips underneath that front knee. Great work. We can inhale, power up, send those fingertips towards the sky. Exhaling as we're collapsing down, tapping those fingertips below our knee. We've got 5 more here.
It's fun to stay at the YMCA. It's fun to stay at the YMCA.
And last 3. If you want to turn this into a YMCA, send those fingertips out towards the side. And last one. Let's lower down. We're pulsing here. Dropping that back knee down towards the mat for 10. And 2. And 1. Come on now. Woo. Beautiful work. Shake those legs out. We can grab some water and then we're headed down towards the mat again. Beautiful work. Up in the tabletop. Once again, last time I promised, we can bring those hands behind our head. We'll lift those legs up. Pointing through the toes. We'll take a moment here. We're going to exhale. Pull that nose towards our knees. Inhale to lower that head back down. We're starting here. Great work. Check in with ourselves, make sure we're pulling that belly button down towards our spine. We're pressing that lower back into the mat. We're going to change things up in 3, 2, and 1. When we're ready, keep that left hand on the back of our head. From here, we're going to send that right hand up towards the sky. Next, exhale. We're sending that hand to the side of our glutes. Inhaling, reaching it back up over our chest. Exhale to send that nose towards our knees. Inhaling to recline back. You're doing amazing. We've got 3 more right here. And last one. When we're ready, let's extend that alternate leg, pointing those toes away from our center. Next, exhale. Beautiful work. You're doing amazing. We're here for 5 more. We're almost there. And last 3. And last one. When we're ready, send those fingertips back up to the sky. We're going to inhale, send those toes up to the sky. Exhale, lower down from here. Keep those heads and shoulders lifted. We've got this. We're here for 5 more. And last 3. And last one. Beautiful work. Bring both of those legs back to tabletop. We're going to switch hands. So we're just starting off, inhaling, getting prepared, exhaling, send those nose towards the knees, hands drop down to the sides of our hips, inhaling as we recline back. Beautiful work. We've got 5 more right here. You're doing amazing. And last 3. And last one. Let's extend that alternate leg. We're gonna find our crunches just like this. Exhaling as we bring that nose towards our knees. Inhaling to recline back. We've got 5 more. And last 3. And last one. When we're ready, send those fingertips up towards the sky. Keep those head and shoulders lifted. We're inhaling, sending that leg up towards the sky. Exhaling as we lower down. We're almost there. You're doing amazing. And last 3. And last one. Hey, beautiful work. Great job. All right, when we're ready, we can head into our cool down. We can grab some water before we head here. When we're ready, we can send those fingertips and toes towards opposite sides of the room, letting each of our limbs find a corner of the mat. Just taking a moment here. Inhaling through the nose, exhaling through the mouth. When we're ready, we can pull both of those feet in towards our glutes, about palm distance away from our booties. And when we're ready, we can lift that left leg on top of our right knee, finding that figure 4. We can bring our hands to the keyhole of our legs, just getting a gentle hamstring stretch here. We're pausing here for just a moment. When we're ready, we can give our left leg some love here. So we'll send that leg up into the sky, pointing through those toes. We can bring our hands to brace in the neck of the knee. We can find some ankle rolls here. We can take a moment, just move this leg in little circles, using our hands to guide and support. Just giving our hips some love. We're working so hard. When we're ready, we can exhale, pull that knee in towards our chest. We'll bring both hands to brace that foot, pulling that knee to the side of our chest. We can find our half happy baby here, just opening up those hips for a moment. We can find some joy and movement here, so just pedaling that leg, finding some little ankle rolls, whatever's feeling great for us today. When we're ready, we can drop that foot back down. We're going to give our opposite side some love. So lifting our right foot on top of our left knee this time, just opening up those hips. We're going to bring our hands to the keyhole that we made with our knees. taking a moment here, finding that gentle stretch in our hamstrings. Lifting those legs into table or into the figure 4 position here. We can give that right leg some love. So sending those toes up into the sky, lengthening through the leg, finding some ankle rolls here. Using those hands to guide that leg into little circles. Whatever's feeling good for us today. Just giving some attention to this leg. And when we're ready, we can bring that knee to the side of our chest. Opening up those hips, sending that foot up to the sky. Finding our half happy baby here. We can pedal out that knee. Find some little ankle rolls. When we're ready, we can send that leg away. Next, exhale. Let's pull both knees in towards our chest. Just giving ourselves a little hug. Here, pulling those knees in towards our heart. We can rock and roll side to side, up and down. Giving our shoulders a little massage on the mat. Giving our hips a little massage on the mat. Finding some little circular motions here. And when we're ready, let's work those hands to the base of our feet. We're gonna find our full happy baby here, sending those feet up towards the sky like we're trying to leave footprints on the ceiling. Just opening up those hips here. We can take a moment here, finding some joy in movement, pedaling those legs, pointing through the toes. When we're ready, let's work those hands to the bases of our knees. We're gonna rock and roll on up. We'll send those feet to the side of us, and we're gonna turn and find our tabletop position here. We're gonna take a moment here, just finding some freedom of flow. We're gonna bring our hands stacked underneath our shoulders, knees stacked underneath our hips. Next, inhale, we're gonna arch through our back, tuck through our pelvis, take a look at our knees. This is our cat position. Next, exhale, let's drop our belly buttons down towards the mat, sending those hips up towards the sky. Shoulders coming away from our ears. Next, inhale, arching through the back, touching through the pelvis, taking a look at our knees. Inhaling as we find our cat, exhaling as we find our cow, just finding some freedom of flow here. Just listening to your body, take this movement to the pace of your own breath. We're going to take 3 more breaths here. On our last breath here, let's meet back in a neutral spine, halfway between our cat and cow. And once we're here, let's take a moment, bring those ankles together, widen the straddle of our knees. We're sitting back onto our heels. Let's send those fingertips up towards the tippy top of our mat. Head comes down towards the mat, chest comes down towards the mat. Finding your child pose here. Let's take a moment here. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. Here, let's take a moment to give ourselves some thanks for setting this time aside to begin our day by prioritizing our health, prioritizing building that mind-muscle connection, building space within our day to give our body some credence, give our body some respect. Beginning our day with movement, beginning our day by connecting with ourselves. We're taking 45 minutes out of our day to check in with ourselves. Let's check in with our body here and give it thanks for the hard work it's done for us in this class, the hard work it's going to do for us today, the hard work it does for us every single day, how it allows us to show up, how it allows us to care for our loved ones, care for the things that we love, how it allows us to show up as ourselves. Let's take a moment here and build some intention for our day. Just put it to the forefront of our mind, something that we're searching for today, something that we want to build into our experience of today. a guiding principle. Maybe we're looking for some clarity or guidance. Maybe we're looking for some fortitude. Maybe we have a difficult decision to make. Let's pull that intention to the forefront of our mind and let it live into our practice. When we're ready, next inhale, let's walk those hands in towards the chest, and we'll come on up. Looks like my music ended exactly at 7:15, so a little weird timing, but thank you all so much for being in Pilates today. It's always so lovely to have you. I know you have incredible things ahead of you today, and I'm stoked for you. So I shall see you on Wednesday. I'll post a little poll in the Teams chat, so we can see if there's anything particular we want to hit on Wednesday, any music we want to listen to, just let me know. Yeah, and have a great day.
I'ma be that number one, yep, I'll be that number one. I take it higher and higher and higher and higher. I stay and buy a tire, keep burning like that fire.